From this Lego set that hasn't been seen in over 50 years, to this super rare Spider-Man minifigure that people hardly remember. These are some insane Lego items that you'll never see again. Up first is this super creepy clown set from the Lego Samsonite theme. This set was released all the way back in 1973. It only has 846 pieces and cost $10 when it was released back in the day. But that isn't what's important here. The Samsonite theme that this set is from is actually a super weird one. It kicked off back in 1961 and survived all the way up to 1979. The reason I'm saying this theme is weird though is because a lot of the sets in this theme don't have a real name, like the clown set from before. Its official name is 846 piece basic set. See what I mean? That's super weird. It isn't even the only one in the theme that has a name like this either. A bunch of different sets have the exact same name, with the only difference being the number at the beginning. Now, Lego didn't do this for every set in the theme, but the fact that they did it at all is honestly pretty surprising. This is a Lego theme that isn't coming back anytime soon, but the other items in this video are way crazier, so be sure to watch until the end. Up next is an item that I don't even know how to name. This is the Lego Make and Create Cool Creations tub? This box contains 683 pieces and one minifigure. Its purpose? Well, it's kind of up to you. It was part of the Make and Create theme, which was made back in 2005. The whole goal of this theme was to give kids the pieces they needed to let their imaginations run wild. But that's not what made this box special. It was actually a Toys R Us exclusive. So not only was this item in a theme that's been retired for over 10 years, but you couldn't even buy the set in a Lego store. I think it's safe to say that this thing is never seeing the light of day ever again. I mean, Toys R Us doesn't even exist anymore. Up next is a Lego theme that was solely made to promote companies Lego had collaborated with. This is the Lego Studios theme, and just about every item released under this theme looks like this. Just a little bag with a few pieces and some minifigures inside. Funnily enough, this is actually where the infamous Nesquik bunny minifigure came from. That bunny should give you a really good idea of what this theme was all about. Its only goal was literally to promote other companies. That's it. I guess it makes sense why this theme was only around for a year. I mean, there's no way this would have lasted. But this next set was way ahead of its time. This is the Lego Auto and Tire Repair set from the year 1984. Now, I know at first glance this set doesn't look like much, but the secret superhero of this set is this little blue piece right here. This is the Lego Jack piece, and to my surprise, this piece actually works. This is a promotional picture that was used for the set, and look, it's holding the car up so the minifigure can actually work on it. I think this is a super cool thing that Lego did, but since the set is literally 50 years old, I don't think we'll see it come back anytime soon. The sets in this next theme, though, I know for an absolute fact are never coming back ever. This is the Lego Prince of Persia theme, and let me tell you why I know it's never coming back. This theme was made back in 2010, and in case you didn't know, the early 2010s was a super experimental time for Lego. They had just come off a giant surge of revenue from the Lego Star Wars theme, so they had a lot of money to throw around. Well, the Prince of Persia theme was part of this mass experiment, and it only ended up getting 6 sets in its entire lifetime. It's not like the sets were bad or anything, but they definitely weren't beating the likes of Ninjago or Legends of Chima at the time, so it ended up getting left in the past. If I'm going to be talking about sets from the past though, then I can't skip out on this one. This is the Lego Swiss Villa set, and if it isn't obvious enough, this set is super vintage. It's from the year 1973. That makes this set older than the first official minifigure. It was only $6.95 when it was released way back when. But want to guess what it's worth now? Well, it's gone up almost 3,000%, which sets the price right around $500. Considering how old this set is, that's reason enough to say it's never coming back. But it's also part of the original Legoland theme, which ran from 1969 to 1978. So that pretty much seals the deal. Everybody say bye to the Swiss Villa set, and say hello to the next item. Did you guys know that in the early 2000s, Lego tried stepping into the world of jewelry? Their attempt at this was the Click-Its theme, which ran from 2003 to 2006. This theme was aimed for young girls, which would definitely be a problem today, but since it was 2003, nobody batted an eye. I have to say though, this was actually a really cool idea. The whole point of Lego is to be as creative as possible, so what better way to do that than to make Lego you can wear? Now, even though they had this gem of an idea, they completely sold the bag. Most of the sets in this theme don't even have actual Lego bricks in them, which just defeated the whole purpose. Combine this with the clear problems with this theme, and it's just a wash. These sets are literally never coming back. The theme I'm about to talk about next, though, has one of the coolest backstories ever. I'm talking about Lego Mini Talia. The theme was made back in 1970 and was around until 1979, but what makes it so cool? Well, back then, LEGO wanted to start selling products in Italy, since in terms of the whole world, it was pretty close to their HQ in Denmark. Italy didn't want anything to do with LEGO though, so the Italian parliament literally banned LEGO from being imported into the country. Now, you'd think after something like this, LEGO would cut their losses and move on, but no. Instead of taking the L and walking away, they made an entire subsidiary solely for Italy. That's motion if I've ever seen it. After this, LEGO Minitalia was born, and eventually the two worked out whatever problems they had. As for the Minitalia theme though, yeah, that one's definitely never coming back. But hey, at least there's a cool story behind it. That's not the case for this next segment though. The story here is actually super confusing, so peep game and lock in. We all know about LEGO Spider-Man. There's a bunch of different sets and minifigures, but there's one single minifigure that the general public doesn't really know about. But on this channel, I do my research, so allow me to clear the air. The minifigure I'm talking about is this one. In case you're confused, the reason it has this outfit on is because in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, this is what he wore before he got an actual suit. But that isn't what people are confused about. Technically speaking, Spider-Man has 3 different themes under LEGO. There's the original one that the minifigure came with from 2002, the sub-theme under the Marvel Superheroes theme from 2014, and the sub-theme under Duplo from 2015. Spider-Man has changed ownership a few times over the years, so LEGO got pretty unlucky with when they made Spider-Man stuff. Anyways though, back to the minifigure, it was only ever officially released in a singular set, the first Chase set. Combine this with the 2 other Spider-Man sub-themes and people were pretty confused. However, it doesn't end there. This Spider-Man minifigure was actually supposed to be in another set, but it never saw the light of day. The set was based on the scene where Spider-Man fought Bonesaw McGraw in a cage match. Now, I don't know how, but people managed to get their hands on this set. So there are way more of these shiestied up Spider-Man minifigures floating around the market than there should be. With all that being said though, I'm sure you can imagine why this minifigure confuses so many people, and since it's based on such an old movie, I highly doubt we'll ever see it return. That's enough about Spider-Man though. Let's get on to the next item. Remember how LEGO sold the bag with the Click It theme? Well, this next set might just make up for it. This is the LEGO Freestyle Value Set with a carry bag. No, like I'm serious though, that's the actual name. Much like the set I covered from the Making Creations theme, this is another set where LEGO just wanted the builders to do their own thing. It came with 400 pieces, but I mean, come on, who cares about that? This set came with the freshest bag of 1997. There aren't a lot of pictures of it online, so excuse the bad quality, but this is one of the coolest things I think LEGO has ever done. I wish they'd do something like this today, but I doubt they will. I mean, when's the last time you saw LEGO give us a bundle deal? Yeah, that's definitely never happening again. I guess I just have to watch my LEGO carry bag dreams fly away like a balloon in the wind. This next theme is by far the oldest one in this entire video, so there's no way we're seeing any of this stuff ever again. This is the LEGO System I Leg theme, which translates to System of Play from Dutch. This theme is regarded as the pioneer of every single LEGO set ever created, and considering the first LEGO set using actual bricks is in this theme, I'd say that's well deserved. The first few sets were first revealed at the Nuremberg Toy Fair in 1955 after a full year of prototyping and correcting. When they finally had their moment, people absolutely loved them, and they soon became the LEGO we all know and love today. If not for the garage and small store sets, we may not have ever gotten LEGO. So everybody stand up and give a round of applause for our OGs over here. They really do deserve it. Up next on my list is something a little more recent, and even though it's based on a super popular TV show, I doubt you even knew that LEGO made this. This is the LEGO Powerpuff Girls theme, and in my opinion, this is a crazy curveball. This show was originally on Cartoon Network, but it wasn't the first show off that channel to collab with LEGO. The thing is though, none of the other shows ever got a real set. They just got little poly bags in LEGO dimensions. Not the Powerpuff Girls though. Even though they only got 2, they got actual sets that took time to build. It may not have been a lot of time, since neither of the sets had over 250 pieces, but it was something. I have to say though, 2 sets is a stupidly small amount, especially since this theme came out in 2018. For that reason alone, we are definitely never seeing these girls on the shelves ever again. This next theme though is so weird that I don't think you'll even want to see it come back. This is the LEGO Fabuland theme. It was around from 1979 to 1989, and before you say I'm hating for no reason, just let me cook. LEGO officially released the first minifigure in 1978, and this theme was made just 1 year after that. So tell me why the figures in this theme look like they're from a completely different company. Now, in all honesty, these figures aren't that bad, but they're just not as good as the classic minifigure. I think LEGO picked up on that a little late though, considering this theme was around for 10 whole years. Fabuland in general is pretty boring though, so let me show you a sick LEGO experiment from the early 2000s. This is LEGO Spybotics, and I know it doesn't look like classic LEGO, but just hear me out. This theme only got 4 sets, all of which were vehicles that had to be built. Here's where it gets fun though. Not only did these sets come with a Lego branded 35mm point and shoot camera, but it was even made to look like a can of soda. Remember, this is spy work we're doing with these cars, so we gotta stay undercover. But if this is all the Spybotics theme had to offer, I wouldn't think it was so cool. These cars were actually remote control and came with an infrared transceiver and their own software. With these, you could actually give your car missions and carry them out with the remote control. The only catch was that you had to program it yourself, so if you didn't at least know someone who knew how to do that, you were pretty much out of luck. But still though, I can't believe LEGO released a real RC car this early. And it came with a sick camera? What's not to like here? As cool as these sets are, they've been retired for over 20 years, so I don't think we'll ever be seeing them again. Last but not least on my list is the LEGO Discovery theme. This theme was released and retired in 2003, which is a real shame. At this point, the space theme had been out for quite a while, but LEGO hadn't really made anything to resemble real spacecrafts. So in my opinion, LEGO Discovery was filling a much needed spot on the roster. Only 6 sets were released under this theme, all of which look super accurate to what they would be in real life. Like, look at this Mars Exploration rover set. It looks super good, especially for 2003 LEGO. I guess the Discovery theme was just too early though. The world wasn't ready for realistic LEGO space vehicles until 12 years later when LEGO collabed with NASA. Such a shame. What was your favorite item in this video? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.